Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you the Emily Edits the Needs palette tutorial, and this is for my friend so that she could get inspiration on how to use it for her honeymoon. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So like I said before, this is a makeup tutorial using the Emily Edit Needs palette by Makeup Revolution. And the reason I'm doing this video is for a friend. I gifted this to her for her bridal shower for her honeymoon. So I'm going to do maybe one natural look and then like a night out look with this palette. I really love this palette because it does have everything you would need and you don't really have to think about it. You have your bronzer, your blush, your highlighter, an under eye setting powder, and these eyeshadows right here that in my opinion are really all you need to create a really good, beautiful eyeshadow look. So I really enjoy this palette and I do go for it when I don't have an idea of what I want to do, but I just need to get ready really quick and still want to look glam. I go for this palette because it has everything. I don't have to search for anything else. I have my bronzer, blush, like I said, highlighter, all of it. I have to look nowhere else. So we're gonna go ahead and start using this palette. So I'm gonna start off with using this Kindness, and I'm gonna use this. I've already did my brows, so if you do want to see how to do your brows, you can go to my other video where I show you how to do my brow routine. And I've already prepped with a Painterly paint pot, and this is just to ensure that your eyeshadows stay all day long. They do not crease. They're not going to fade away after a while, and especially being out on the beach or anything like that, you want to make sure that your eyeshadow stays put and it doesn't run all over the place. So again, I'm starting off with Kindness, and I'm going to start just to set my eye all to set that Painterly. You don't have to do that, but I just do it because sometimes I feel like some shadows may stick weirdly if I don't do it, so that's why I'm doing it. I'm gonna go in with the color Peace first, and I'm gonna use this as my transition color, and this is gonna help all my other colors blend out more seamless. So I'm gonna start off, and what I'm using right now is the MAC 224 brush. I'm gonna use that. I'm just going to start working that into the crease with windshield wiper motions and just going just like that. Do the same thing to the other eye. And so yeah, this weekend I went to go visit my friend, my college friend, for her bridal shower in Dallas, and it was a lot of fun catching up with her. Okay, so do we see this? So it's just a nice crease color. It's gonna help us with these other browns. So now I'm going to take a little bit of Faith, which is this color right here. I'm gonna take a little bit of Faith on a Morphe M514 brush, and I'm just gonna start with kind of patting it at the outer third, just really slowly with windshield wiper motion, slowly taking it inward in circular motions. Do you see that? Circular motions, and then slowly bringing it inward, because you want most of the deposit on the outer corner and slowly fading inward. I'm gonna go back with a little more Faith, and I'm depositing more color, stamping it first, a little stamping motions on the outer third, and slowly going to work that inward, just like that. As you can see. And then I'm gonna go back with this MAC 224, and I'm gonna go back with the original color in Peace, and I'm gonna help blend this outer edge out. Just so everything's a little more smooth. You see that? See how all of it kind of just blended together really nicely? There's no harsh edges or anything. Okay, so then we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. We're taking the Faith color and tapping off a little bit of that because this does have a little bit of fallout. And you're going to tap, 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 tap. Slowly start to build the color up using some circular motions, and then bringing it inward with some windshield wiper motions. And just diffusing it that way. Slowly bringing it inward. And again, what I'm using is this Morphe M514 brush. These are like my go-to eyeshadow brushes. They both do different, they both apply eyeshadow differently. So this is a little more, let me show you the difference. So this is disperses product a little more widely and more diffused. This is a little more compact, so it puts down a hair more of color. So you can see the difference. And it's also a little bit smaller, so it's a little more exact than the other one. So again, we're going here and depositing the color first. You can see that. Then using the circular motions and slowly windshield wiper motions to take it inward. And then I'm gonna go back with the MAC brush 224 with Peace and see how it's a little bit, there's a little bit of a line. I'm gonna take that with a little bit of Peace and I'm going to diffuse it and also bring it inward to diffuse. You can take the Peace color a little further out just to diffuse these edges. So you can see that? And take it inward too. And with this, you don't have to be afraid to take it too far in because you don't really have a lot of color on it. And plus it's more of your transition color that's not as dark. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit of the color Love, and I'm going to use this right on the lid with a little shader brush by Equal Tools, just a flat shader brush like this, and take the color Love and just tap it on the lid. You don't have to take it too far. In a second anyways, we're going to blend again this crease. See how it just makes it a little more vibrant, but still keeping with the matte. If I wanted to make it a little more shimmery, I would take it with the Gratitude, which is the highlighter color in this palette, but I'm just gonna keep it matte for right now. Okay, you see that? And just tapping motions. And then right at the crease, just, there we go. The reason we tap is just to pack on the color, to get it more intense, instead of using like windshield wiper motions right away, or using a fluffy brush, because it's not going to really give you the intensity. So you want to pack it on. And so I'm using that like this. There we go. And now I'm going to go back with the Morphe brush, the M514. And I'm going to take, well, actually I'm not going to take anything, just whatever's left on here. I'm taking a little bit of the color inward to kind of blend out this little line and taking it into the crease. There we go. I'm blending. So we have a really nice face. So I'm taking the brown color and fading it into the light color that we just put down on the lid and then into the crease. Okay, and now just taking a little bit of a angled liner brush. This one's by Essence of Beauty. You can find this at Ulta. I'm going to take this with the dark brown in this palette. And I'm going to use this as my liner. Okay. Same thing to the other side. And we're going to do what I always do. That this step is so important to me. Like, I cannot do without at all. It's one of my biggest pet peeves when I can see, like, I don't know if you can see, like, see how you can see like my little skin peeking through because I don't have full thick lashes. And even sometimes with, if you put false lashes on, you can still see the in between. I like for it all to be really nice and rich and black. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna tight line in between. And it almost looks like you did liner, but you didn't do liner. Look at that. You just went underneath and tight lined. See the difference from one eye? Tight line, no tight line. Tight line, no tight line. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? It makes it look like I have fuller lashes when I really don't. So I'm gonna do the other side, the same thing. And if you're always scared, I mean, always. For a long time I was scared, but now I'm not anymore. But because I do this, I kind of use my finger and I kind of expose it instead of like, oh, like trying to, you know, do it and poke my eye out. This way I ensure I don't poke my eye out just by just pushing it, and see how it just exposes it just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye, and this way it actually doesn't tickle as much as if you were just to, like, you know, take a pencil or even, you know, your BlackTrack fluid line and do it with just looking down. And I just wiggle the flat liner brush in between my lashes to create that nice filled full effect. Okay, and then all you would need to do is curl your lashes. I'm using the Shiseido. It's one of my favorite eyelash curlers. The same thing, the same as Tarte is my other favorite. Use that. And then I would do, let's say, a nude liner to open up the eye. This is another trick too, to make yourself seem like wide awake. See what that did? It brightened up my eye. I'll do the same thing to the side. Bam. Okay, and then I would do mascara, false lashes, right? That would be such a really pretty, like, natural, like, everyday, you know, type of beach look with maybe just a little bit of tinted moisturizer. I'll do that in a second because I'll show you how to use the bronzer, the blush, and the highlighter. But let's say we're gonna amp it up a bit for nighttime, okay? So for nighttime, all you would have to do is, now you're gonna take a little more precise brush, and this is the Morphe M507. There, okay, and it looks like this. Okay, so it's a little more tapered. I'm going to take a little bit of this passion color, a tiny bit of this passion color, and I'm going to start taking it on the outer, being really precise with it. Right there, see how it's starting to, just a little bit. And then, so making like a little V here. Okay, see that? And do that one more time. Add a little more color here. And then we're just making that little V shape. In a second, we're gonna blend it out more. But I'm using this so that I can have a really precise, you know, because it's almost like a little pencil to make that shape. If I was to do it with the other Morphe brush, see how sparse it is? It's going to disperse the color wider. So I just really wanted to make sure that I'm more precise with it. So I'm taking that brush and I'm adding it like that, making that little V. So at the at the end of your lashes, and then into the crease. That's how you make that little V. Okay? Now, to blend that up, now I'm going to take this brush again, and I'm going to take the original color we put down, Faith. I take that, and I'm going to start to blend that darker color we put down a little more. Putting it over and blending it inward and taking the color inward. Do you see that? And you don't want any of the harsh edges, so taking that and blending that out. Do you see that? Yeah, and don't be afraid to go over it with this brush, because you're not really taking too much away, because it is a dark color. Now going back with a fluffier brush and going back with Peace, which was your transition color, and you're going to go a little bit above that just to make sure that that blended out nicely. Okay, the same thing to the other side. Again, we're taking that passion color, and we're gonna make our little V. Going back and getting a little more. Whew. See? This little V right here. Crease into the lash line. To the crease into the lash line. And once I get the shape that I really like with that, I'm gonna go again. This brush and Faith, a little bit of Faith, because you gotta have faith, faith, faith. And then you're going to blend all that out. Okay. There we go. Okay. Get in there. There we go. Getting that fade a little better. All right, then going back to piece, making sure that all that blends out really nicely. Okay. And now I'm going to also take the passion color, and I'm going to use that as my liner as well, just to amp it up a bit. To make it a little more sultry for nighttime. Excuse if you hear noise, that's my daughter downstairs with my husband. And my mother-in-law as well. So sorry if you do hear them. They're watching TV downstairs. Okay, awesome. So now all you need is lashes to make it super glam. Now you don't have to use lashes, you can just do mascara. So I'll show you what it would look like with just mascara. But I have really puny little lashes and they suck. But I'll let you see them. I'll let you see what it looks like with just that. And I'm taking my Monsieur Big Lancôme lashes, mascara lashes. And these actually, this mascara is really awesome because it actually does really volumize and lengthen. That's why I like it. It actually does a really good job. Look at that. My lashes do not look like this in real life. They look a hot mess. But this mascara is amazing. And I don't usually use high-end mascara for every day, but I got this during one of the 21 days of beauty, and they had it for 12 bucks when it's usually like 24 or 28, something like that. And I was like, yes. And I got like 4 of them, so that's why I'm using it right now. But use whatever mascara is your favorite. And then you would do the bottom lash line. But I always like to do the bottom lash line once I do my foundation. So I'll show you what that is. I'm gonna come back because I'm gonna use some lashes. Today I think I'm going to use these new ones. I'm gonna show you, wait, hold on. By Salon, perfect. I found some other lashes too. I might do a review on that because they are gorgeous. And for the price, it's awesome. And these are like it says your favorite hashtag. I was gonna say hashtag number 614, which is a favorite of my Salon Perfect lashes. I love those as well. But it's these, but double stack, so it's like extra voluminous. So we're gonna see how they look. I'm so excited. Okay, so I already got mine right here that I already kind of started playing with. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just finished kind of doing my foundation really quickly. And now I'm just brushing off all my Laura Mercier setting powder that I did underneath my eyes, because I only let it sit for a second. Okay. All right. So now moving on to the blush, bronzer, and highlight part. So now I'm going to take a nice fluffy brush, and I'm gonna take one by Eco Tools. This one is a really nice angled fluffy brush. It looks like this. So if you can find something like this to use, would be preferable. You're gonna take first the bronzer color, and you're gonna start bronzing up your skin. So you're gonna start here to lay down the color, upwards into the temples, and then down. So it makes an E or a 3. Okay? And so if you notice the way I place it like this, with the smaller end towards the ear. And if you ever want to know how to really bronze up the right way, you're gonna follow the top of the ear, and it goes at an angle, if you can see that right there. You don't want to go past that. You don't want to start placement right here. So follow your own natural angle of your ear, and that's where your contour should start. So I like I said, I take the brush like this, where the shortest end is towards the ear, and then the top part kind of cups the cheek, and then downwards. As if you notice from here, I just go down here. Okay, so then I take again a little bit of the product, if you can see, like that, and again starting there for placement, following the angle of my ear there, and then down. Cool. Going back with a little bit more. There we go. Blending it down. Okay. To really get that bronzed effect. And it's okay if it does get a little bit lower than you would like, just a tiny bit, it's okay, because you can go back with your baking powder, whatever you use. I like to use a Laura Mercier, or even the Wet n Wild that's in the pan. Works really well. Then I'm just going to pinch my brush, whatever's left over from the bronzer, I'm just going to run it on the sides of my nose, just to slim out my nose a little bit. I feel like after having babies, my nose got wider. I've read that that's a natural, that normally happens. It like widens. Ugh, I hate that. But this little technique makes my nose appear a little slimmer. So that's why I do it. And I don't take any additional product, just whatever's left over on the brush is what I use. And excuse my daughter, she's having a discussion with her dad. She gets really vocal and very sassy when we don't understand what she's saying. So, okay, now I'm gonna take Joy, the blush, and you can take the same brush, or if you have another one, but today, well, I'll show you just for comparison. I'm going to use a little tapered brush like this. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to start on the cheeks and just blend it into that contour color. So cheeks and blend in. See how the placement goes? And just blend it into that contour. There we go. The same thing. Blend it in downward into that contour, but you don't want to bring it down too far down, just right in there to meet that bronzer color. That's all you want to do, just meet that bronzer color. Marry them all nicely together. And then we're gonna take a highlighting brush, and today I'm going to use the Anastasia. This picks up powder really well. The A23 brush by Anastasia, Beverly Hills. I'm gonna take that highlighter color and I'm gonna place that right on the top. This lighting not doing it justice, but I'll do it in this. I'll grab it. I'll let you see it in a different lighting because it's not doing it justice right now. Well, maybe right here. Ooh, 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 ooh. So this you want to think about as a C. Okay, blending that. You can put a little bit on the bridge of your nose, Cupid's bow. Here, here. Oh, sorry. Got a little carried away. This is a really pretty natural highlight. It's not too crazy. And this lighting, when it hits that, oh, it looks so pretty. I'll take you in a second on this angle to see it. Whew. Alrighty, so now let's clean up a little bit of that contour. So I'm gonna take this, just go right underneath. And the way you can remember this is if you take it right by your smile line and scoop it. Scoop it up, not scoopy it or anything. Scoop it in this one. This side always comes out better than this side. We always have those sides. Just like with the brows, we always have a favorite brow. Or like my friend was saying at the bridal shower, she's like, don't take a picture of me on this side. This is my good side. So yes, we all have a good side or a side that comes out better. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit real quick. And I'm gonna finish up my under eye. And with that, you're gonna need a little smudger brush. Well, apparently we have this brush, which is like a little shader brush. We're gonna go in with Faith. We're gonna start off with that, and we're going to lay that down first. And aren't these lashes so pretty? They're a little extra long, but they're super pretty. Look at that. Oh. Okay. So we lay down the Faith color first, softly. I'm just diffusing that. Out. Okay, then we're going to take the brown color, Hope, and we're going to take that right onto those lashes, the bottom lashes. And do you see how it has that really nice fade? So it's to really deep to very light. And I'm not taking it all the way in, just taking it on the outer 2/3 right here. And connecting it. There we go. Okay, now it's about time to get rid of. See how that cleaned that up really nicely. Okay, and then we're going to do, you can either do a bright lip, bright corally lip, nude lip. I think I'm gonna go with Dose of Colors Bear With Me. These are really nice liquid lipsticks. This is a really pretty pinky nude. Okay, sometimes, like I said before, if you watched any of my other videos, you push back, assess, see what you need more of after you put lipstick on, because lipstick and lashes change the look, so you have to go back and see. So I'm gonna add a little more blush. I feel like I need it. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I needed that. And yes, that's my daughter in the background. Lollies. And going back with a little more highlight. Guys, then you wonder why I cannot do talk through videos, guys. Because my daughter, she's a diva. I love her. I love her, love her, love her. Okay. Last thing, I almost forgot. I always almost forget to do this. Where's my mascara? Okay, I'm going to use the same. I usually like to do the Wet n Wild mascara, but I cannot find it in my vanity. So, mascara. I like the Wet n Wild one because it really disperses. Let's see. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of, I always like to finish everything with the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pore, because this just really hides my pores on my nose. And right here. Usually it's all just in the center of my face. This is where I have the most pores. And then to finish it all off, I'm gonna use the Morphe continuous. Yes. And then take your sponge and just kind of, that seriously leaves the most, it sprays the best mist ever. How do you like that? Okay, cool.
Tocando el cielo, un domingo de película al lado mío, después de hacer hacemos, porque domingo nos entendemos, nos desprendemos.